Shalom. First of all, give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, Yahweh being Trinity, Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai being named His only begotten Son, the world Ignorantly calls God, and Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone, taught us truth and will well, sanctities to hope, like was just truth and honest sincerity. It's Yahweh Sop. No lessons to spirit power, Yahweh Shai. It's just a quick hit lesson. Just want to put the word out there. Hey, go check out this movie, Homestead. Okay, this is going to give you a great visual example, representation of what America is exactly about to experience and go through. All right, spoiler alert, I might mention a couple things about this movie. It is in theaters, and while in there, when the theater was empty, on Christmas Eve, went to go check it out, and normally movies are packed around Christmas Eve, but it seems like all the movies that come out that really have a lot of prophetic truth or something that people really need to pay attention to or what's getting ready to happen, those be the ones that are less watched or less talked about. A lot of people haven't heard about this movie that's coming out, but it's in theaters, man, and excellent movie of giving you the visuals of what it's going to look like and what people are going to go through when the United States gets hit with a thermonuclear weapon. Okay? And it just goes to show how the blackouts affect people and communication. And I guess it started off with a movie, but it leads into a series that's going to be able to be watched as well. Because the movie stops at a very washed down version as far as what's getting ready to happen, but it gets nitty gritty and very intense from what it looks like from the series, from the show, after this movie, of what happens, towards the end. It show people invading one another, like in the book of Second Esdras, kicking each other's doors for food and bread, people running out of gas. It actually showed the explosion and then the destruction, the mushroom cloud, and how people are panicking to try to get to some sort of safety. And there's nothing you can really do to prepare for this day. But United States will be hit. And this movie is based in California, where the bomb went off. Okay, and yeah, man, it was keeps you pretty locked in. Now you gotta, chew the meat and spit out the bones, because it is a a Christian-based movie. It's made by Angel Studios, which is a very diehard Christian company. So they do give a Christian spin on it towards the end, and the emotional Christian stuff in there, you got to filter that out, because it just really wasn't realistic. But ultimately, hey, just showing you the destruction that's on the way, it was on point. It was definitely on point, man. They couldn't get too gory with it, because like I said, it is a Christian-based company. But you get the gist of what was happening, what was going on. And I can't wait to see what the television series brings, sort of conclusion of this movie. But go check it out, Homestead, man. And I want to read a couple precepts real quick before you go see it, just to keep in the back of your mind. 1 Thessalonians 5:3 says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." When that bomb went off, everybody was in peace and safety, starting the movie, living their everyday lives, going to school, planning to go to work and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, on the horizon, see that big old flash, and then see the shock wave, and, everybody's houses shook from the blast. And then you see the radiation cloud and poison coming. And they say, don't breathe when you go outside. It all happened all of a sudden. Nobody was expecting this stuff to happen. Nobody. And as soon as this destruction happened, other countries took advantage of of the situation. And Russia attacked the power grid. And all the United States had zero power. Okay, so that's grievous, but that's how these countries going to come and hit this place. And if you pay attention to all the warnings that's going out right now. All right, check this out. Steve Rand puts out a lot of news what's going on as far as in the warlike situation. So listen, man.
Developing news coming out. We are hearing that the White House is briefing Trump's administration on nuclear threats. And this is coming out today, December 24th, 2024. Merry Christmas. White House warns weakened Iran could strike back with a nuclear bomb. Finer. Pakistan is also developing a long-range missile capable of hitting the United States, and Trump has a chance for diplomacy with a weakened Iran, the White House says. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you the latest articles, the headlines, video footage coming out on this as we're hearing that the Biden administration is letting the Trump administration know as they're preparing to transition power that there is a threat coming from the Middle East against the United States, and this is just days away. Take a look at these headlines with me.
Okay, just days away threat, man. Days away. He's been following all this stuff that's going on. You got all these quote-unquote drones in the U.S. War threat. Trump prepared for war. Attack on U.S. soil. They're preparing for war. Drone risk. You know, all of this stuff is happening, man. And then you got this movie coming out, or it came out, and straight up showed you the United States getting hit with a thermonuclear weapon. And what unfolded afterwards is total civil unrest and chaos. People couldn't get fuel in their vehicles because the power grid was shut down. The fuel pumps did not turn on. Running water, gone. No more getting tap water. Can't just turn on your faucet and get water no more. Can't flush your toilets. Where's the access to clean drinking water? You got to go to try to find bottled water or some type of spring. And some of them springs are contaminated with the radiated dust in the air. So, you know, you got this movie Homestead that showed the reaction of how what people are really going to have. People will literally be killing each other over loaves of bread. Your currency is not going to really matter in that time. They don't want money. They want what they can actually use to stay alive. Your former trade is going to things and assets that people can actually use. Non-perishables, beans, rice, firearms, ammunition, things like that. Okay? And you had people that try to form some type of group to all gather together in this area, this big ranch with this giant mansion on it to try to survive. But you had other people all try to come to the same place, banging on the gate, trying to get access. And they have to make decisions on whether or not they're going to have to kill somebody or not to prevent them from taking, different resources and food supplies. So, the fact that this movie came out and the spirit was put on these people to make this movie in this time is to really give the warning to those that's in the truth and following Yahushua. We're paying attention to real, spiritual stuff, man. And these regular people, they're flocking to go watch other things instead of watching spiritual stuff, man. This is 2nd Esdras 15 and 19. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So you had a family in the movie that had to literally just take off out of panic because the neighbor's house right next door got raided by some marauders, man. Civilians that wanted to decide to just take things by force, kicked in the door and shot the homeowner. And you could hear the homeowner saying, "What are you doing in my house? What are you doing in my house? Get out, get out!" And he shot him, took whatever goods, and was getting ready to come to the next house and do the same thing. So it really put things in perspective, give you an understanding, immerse yourself visually in how to think, how you're going to operate in these days. And you're going to need to really move a lot on faith. and trust in the Lord to give you divine intervention to escape some of these deadly situations that everybody's going to face real soon. Because when people are hungry, they just go berserk. In that movie, it showed that the time clock hit until it was like 30 days since the event that happened, where everything was still blacked out. The coast was destroyed. People still trying to find some type of food and shelter, man. Check out this quick clip as a trailer. That movie came out a few months ago, Civil War. Another movie showing you the end of America and how chaotic things is going to be. People are going to be holding you at gunpoint, man, for all whatever political beliefs they believe in, and trying to see what side you're on. And if you don't get the right answer, they're going to take you out.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here. What? We're American, okay? Okay. What kind of American are you? You don't know?
And in that movie, man, there's no spoiler alert. While they're sitting there at gunpoint, that dude holding that rifle had piles and piles and piles of hundreds of bodies that this guy has just shot and killed. And they were disposing of the bodies and pouring some type of white substance, or I don't know, some type of flammable substance to burn them in the fire pit. And these reporters, the movie is based on a bunch of reporters, news reporters, that's just trying to, be the media and document everything. And they're supposed to be non-combatives. Nobody's supposed to be shooting at them like that. But these people, this dude didn't give a fuck. And he shot one of the reporters right along in front of that girl. These people are going to get psychotic in the days to come. And we're about to experience this shit, man. Like within the next month or days, we could see an attack on U.S. soil. And it's going to shake people to the core. And when they strip the power grid and everything shuts down, you're not going to be able to just drive on the highway to get to people you want to try to get to. So you need to get right now, man. Some of the family members that never could reach each other. Yeah, one dude in the movie I've seen, today in Homestead, he was just out trying to hunt some deer to probably feed his family. And he ended up getting killed over that damn deer because he ended up crossing over, into trespassing area and was being stupid with his rifle and stuff. Saw flashing light. It was really somebody looking at him from binoculars, and then he got shot and killed. And that's how chaotic it's about to be. So go check out the movie, man. And check out this movie too, Civil War, if you ain't seen it. It's been out for a minute. You can actually just look at that on digital. But Homestead is out, theaters. At the end of the movie, they share a QR code. I guess you can share it to somebody else, and somebody else can go watch the movie paid for or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if I really trust in that shit, but yeah, man, good stuff, man. And pay attention to the sequels. We run out of time. The clock is kicking. It's ticking, man. We're about to get out of here, and all hell's about to break loose. All hell's about to break loose. And these people, they know it. They're trying to warn everybody with these subliminal movies that's coming out. And you got to be stupid to think you got a future here. So with that, I'm going to close out. Give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Shemi Awashai, by Shemai Kakadash, to honor our apostles, elders, great millstone, touch the truth and will well. So I just hope like which is truth and all sincerity. Shalom.